door won't budge.
I don't care what your damn EOD...
George, I can't... You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
George?
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
George?
I don't care what your...
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Who are you? Well...
Calm down. Easy. It's not...
Hold...
Oh.
No. No. Yeah, she's...
So what? Keep talking.
Poison the...
Your agent inside the EOD.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm trying to find...
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look. I'm gonna need to think about this.
Of course. But don't be too long. I'm going... So...
Bye.
So...
Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
You need to pull... I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the...
Yeah, will do.
Yes? Do you need something? What is it?
newcomers.
Knock it off.
Hello again, Daryl.
See me praised, Mr. Sure.
Daryl, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
Bah, I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you.
Fine, fine.
Don't be a stranger, Daryl.
May the sea protects.
It's done.
Perfect.
Your contact better be worth the trouble.
He's already waiting for you in the basement of the fish market.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, yes. We decided to use...
Right, funny. Yeah.
Anyway, the password is...
You know anything about...
Harriet. Harriet. Ah, yes, I remember her. Is it her?
Yeah. She participated in Throg...
Oh, kidnapping promising female scientists from the...
Bye.
Yes? Do you need something? What is it?
Your eyes are clean, but there's no sign.
Hello?
Might be.
It's funny, you know. The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever.
I know what you mean. But listen, You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right?
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. All right. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week.
All right, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on...
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might... Go! Quickly now!
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Are you using this as an opportunity to make an example of the Innsmouthers? Because most of the EOD members I've met were locals, and for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You'll want to examine your prejudice.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead.
Your task remains the same. You say we are dealing with an entire organization. Well, now leave.
So,
Bye.
So,
I've thought of your methods stink, and
you need to...
yeah,
Yes? Do you need something? What is it?
door won't budge. And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around? This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation. And the EOD is in the center of all of it. The door won't budge.
I loved you. I always loved you.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm sorry.
You will never understand our cause! George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine. Mine!
Okay.
George, I can't live like this anymore. You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea!
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna!
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm. No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this how?
Oh, a rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What? Uh-huh.
And then they hooked her with their nonsense about... Yes, she said.
So what?
I understand.
Keep talking.
Poison. My agent.
You're a...
Ah.
Yeah.
My...
All right.
Of course. So,
you're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing... No, this madness has to stop.
oh, no, no. You don't understand.
Hey, knock it off. What's your problem?
toss you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
I found the poisoner and dealt with him. He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news. Who was it?
Well, see, now that's the interesting part. It was your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
You're taking this remarkably well for a woman who just found out her ex-husband was a poisoner.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now. We serve a higher purpose than he could ever grasp. My life finally has meaning. You've done us both a huge favor by relieving him of the burden of his miserable existence. Well done, Charlie.
All right. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge, now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find an innsmouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers. Glad to see you again.
Hey, Mr. Reed.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Well, it's not like I have options. I gotta find the scientist. Now, what's the price?
Believe me, I'll be glad to help you find her. But I need a little help first.
Yeah, I figured.
You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon.
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Are you using this as an opportunity to make an example of the Innsmouthers? Because most of the EOD members I've met were locals, and for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You'll want to examine your prejudice.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
A little bird told me there are people in Oak.
Maybe, maybe not.
I've heard they're having a wake.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam. Prove it.
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out with something.
Okay. What? I expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier still hasn't shown.
Got it. Bye.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Left by something heavy with wheels. The blood's almost dry. Left by something heavy with wheels. blood's almost dry. Empty, but reeks of gasoline. I've seen ashes like this before. Well, that's one way to get rid of a corpse.
You're done, kid. Someone talks to the cops behind my back. Their history. Get rock. Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way? No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this. Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Time to figure this out.
Rock. Whose idea was it to hide? You're done, kid. No mercy, boys. Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Someone was looking for a crate here and was brutally killed. The crew that did it were headed up by a guy in a wheelchair.
Cheaper than the rest.
Well, I found your courier. I hate to break it to you, but he's dead. Someone didn't like him talking to the cops, and, well, they made it pretty savage.
What? Kay, I'm dead. He might think I was in on it.
He? Who's he?
The boss.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Nay, I'll handle it. But take my advice. The boss is the only man who can arrange a bon voyage. Don't do anything to make him unhappy. There, on newcomer. Here's the note with your instructions. Beyond that, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks. Here's your water of life.
Shh, keep it down, pal. Not too shabby, newcomer. You deserve a reward for this.
Bye.
Pick your poison.
Hey, knock it off.
Door won't budge.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Hey, fella. What do you do when you see a dog? Pet it or kick it away?
I'd kill it, because the dog's rabid.
Right you are. You're a new one, huh? Commodus.
Just take me to your boss.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
Just calm down. No need for violence. Who are you, and what the drock do you want? And let's be quick about it, kid. I don't have the whole damn day.
I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Heard you can help with, certain things.
So you want a favor from me, Mr. Reed. And what would that be?
I want to smuggle a man out of the city.
A lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed. It won't be easy. And, like everything in life that's worthwhile, it won't be cheap.
So, what's it gonna cost me?
Normally, I wouldn't do drock for a newcomer. But you're doing business with that old ape-lover Throgmorton. I think that's interesting. That tells me you're worth something, kid. Now, I have a job needs doing, but it needs to stay between the two of us.
Guess I have no choice. So, what do I need to do?
First things first. My name's Brutus Carpenter, rightful head of the Carpenter family. Second thing, someone tried to kill me a week ago.
You're not asking me to track them down and kill them, are you?
No, kid. I've got hatchet men if I need them. And I don't want to kill them anyway. I just want to know who was gunning for me and why. Yeah, I know how it sounds. But after I almost died, I realized that being a hard case isn't the only option. I want to try to do things differently.
All right, color me interested. How did this all happen?
I woke up in the crematorium inside a rolled-up carpet. I had this tag on my toe like some cadaver, and I was covered in this weird rancid slime. I managed to get myself out of there. But what I saw once I got home made me think I had a screw loose.
And? What did you see?
Me, kid. Some palooka wearing my face and walking out my front door like all was well with the world. So I decided to get out and hole up here. Gathered a small company and pulled myself together.
What was your last memory before the crematorium?
I can remember clearly a dinner I had a week before the incident. After that, only bits and pieces. I remember writing something in my diary. I don't recall what, except it was important. Those notes could tell us how it all started.
And I suppose that diary's still in your manor.
Exactly, kid. In a strongbox in my room. You have my permission to crack it if it's necessary. I'll write you the address.
Any thoughts on who'd want to do this to you?
It must be someone close to me, so I can't trust anyone. I haven't even contacted my son Graham. Normally I'd get him to solve this. I'm vulnerable now. I can't risk exposing myself. Another good reason to bring in an independent contractor.
So where would I find the city's crematorium?
Ah, of course you don't know. You're a newcomer after all. Here's the address.
You must have tried to do something about this imposter already.
Of course I did, kid. I wouldn't be asking for your help if this was just a walk in the park. My people said they killed that other me. It didn't change a thing. I guess they got the wrong guy.
I got it. It appears you're quite capable of standing without aid. So why the wheelchair?
Does your curiosity always beat out your courtesy? I'll tell you if it makes you happy. I'm old. Some days I feel tired. This wheelchair, unlike many people, has never crossed me. So I know I can count on it if I need to.
You mentioned your son, Graham. Can you tell me more about him?
Graham? Why would you care? He has nothing to do with this.
You sound pretty sure about that.
Of course. Graham is too honest. And since the end of the war, he turned into a real bleeding heart. It's become a bit of a headache, actually. Of course, we've had our differences, especially about the family business, but he would never hurt a fly, let alone me.
Goodbye.
Hey, what's your business, kid?
Whoa, what gives? A little blackmail, a little larceny,
yeah, top marks for
scrap or
quantity,
two,
but so much
just
for
like
quality.
the old days.
Even my gear's in better shape. The blood dried not too long ago.
We gotta dump this garbage. Papa Brute will be here any minute.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
How you doing, handsome? How you doing, handsome?
Funny thing, I found a dead woman in your basement. Now,
Quiet, you! You're scaring Mary. Look, she didn't die by my order, kid. Take my word for it. And the guilty have already been severely punished. Look, I have my shortcomings, but I don't hurt women or kids.
Goodbye.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
I can't imagine it ended well for whoever lost all this blood. Blood dried not too long ago. This stain's almost gone.
Hey, what's your business, kid?
a stench. And judging by the dried blood and the dent on the shovel, it was used as a weapon. Ah, it reeks to high heaven. What is this stuff? Someone tried to wash the stain out, but it's still slimy. Ugh, and stinks. Someone tried to wash the stain out, but it's still slimy. Ugh, and stinks. Ah, it reeks to high heaven. What is this stuff? Someone tried to wash the stain out, but it's still slimy. Ugh, it stinks. Whoever held this poker has got to be covered in slime.
What by the Engels is going on? Where am I? I need to get out of here before he comes round.
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
What by the Engels is going on? Where am I? I need to get out of here before he comes round.
Brutus was brought in by some group who had to deal with the crematorium worker. So, Brutus woke up, knocked the guy out cold, and escaped. Hospital of St. Mary, founded 1862. Designed by B.A. Kaplan. Every life matters.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
I'll send whatever help I can, but there's no room here. We have our hands full.
This way. Stay by the fire while I try to find you some medicine.
New victims. And if the flood won't relent, there'll be even more.
Time to figure this out.
New victims. And if the flood won't relent, there'll be even more.
I'll send whatever help I can, but there's no room here. We have our hands full.
This way. Stay by the fire while I try to find you some medicine.
The flood was sudden and hit the city hard. The hospital staff tried to help, but quickly ran out of room and medicine.
Be safe. We don't have any free beds left.
You're James Warren, right?
Yeah, that's me. What do you want? I'm sick, can't you see?
A week ago, a group of people brought an unconscious man to the crematorium. I need to know who those people were.
What makes you think I'd know that?
You were supposed to cremate a man listed as Jack White. He escaped, and now he wants to know what's going on. So tell me, who paid you to burn a man alive?
How do you know about White?
I talked to him. I need names, Warren.
I can't. I say anything. I'm toast.
They'll certainly kill you if they find out Jack White is still alive. I can arrange that.
No, please. No, I didn't ask their names. They're priests, but they ain't from St. Michael's Church, that's for sure. They were talking about the Lord of the Woods or something. Maybe from an old Oakmont church? That's all I know, I swear.
Where can I find this church?
I don't know. Some things in this Borg are best left alone.
It's not much, but thanks. Wasn't that hard after all, was it?
You got what you came for. Now leave me be.
Bye.
What do you want?
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no.
Stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only. in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only. Stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only.
This commemorates all the brave researchers of Oakmont University who gave their lives in the cause of scientific knowledge.
I can't do anything with this disease. You must stop the research and keep away from this rock. It's the best solution.
Mr. Throgmorton doesn't care how many lives will be lost. You must find out the origin of this monolith. Continue.
Here, Mr. Throgmorton. It's the third monolith to appear since the flood. Luckily, the university is relatively untouched.
Time to figure this out.
I can't do anything with this disease. You must stop the research and keep away from this rock. It's the best solution.
Here, Mr. Throgmorton. It's the third monolith to appear since the flood.
I can't do anything with this disease. You must stop the research and keep away from this rock.
Mr. Throgmorton doesn't care how many lives will be lost. You must find out the origin of this monolith. Continue.
Throgmorton was researching the monoliths that appeared after the flood came to Oakmont. He was determined. Even deaths didn't stop him. The fish market you see now was sponsored by the generous Blackwood family and maintained by the Honorable Marsh family from Innsmouth.
What are you doing? You can't just kill us all. That's our market.
Being good Christians, we're giving the Innsmouth refugees a chance to earn their bread. So pack up and leave the fish market. The Blackwoods will continue to support the Innsmouthers, and we expect the Marsh family to keep their word too.
Time to figure this out.
Being good Christians, we're giving the Innsmouth refugees a chance to earn their bread. So pack up. The Blackwoods will continue to support the Innsmouthers, and we expect them.
What are you doing? You can't just kill us all. That's our market.
Being good Christians, we're giving the Innsmouth refugees a chance.
What are you doing? You can't just kill us all. That's our...
The Blackwoods will continue to support the Innsmouthers, and we expect the Marsh family to keep their word too.
The Innsmouthers took over the fish market with the help of the Blackwoods, who cut a tidy deal with the Marshes. Church of Redemption, founded in 1667. Cast away from your evil deeds and find redemption in our Lord.
You cannot build here. It's cursed. Cursed. The skies smote the carpenters for their sins. You cannot build a church in this place.
Good. Let this place be our legacy. May the horror that befell the carpenters be forgotten, and hope take its place. Esse quam videri. Make it quick, Reverend, I implore you. I lost everything to this fire. My house, my family. No need to recite every single bloody name.
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Good. Let this place be our...
You cannot build here. It's cursed. Cursed. The skies smote the carpenters for their sins. You cannot build a church in this place.
Make it quick, Reverend, I implore you. I lost everything to this fire. My house, my family. No need to recite every single bloody name.
The old Carpenter Manor stood here centuries ago, until a fire destroyed it and killed most of the family. The church was built over the ruin. St. Michael's Church of the Burning Bush. Let the flame redeem your sins.
Burn the riches, and your sins will be burned with them. Feed the sacred pyre.
Praise the holy pyre. Praise the flaming K.
After death, flames will consume all. The sinners will burn, but the righteous will bathe in it like warm milk. Fire is the love of our K.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Burn the riches, and your sins will be burned with them.
Praise the holy pyre. Praise the flaming K.
After death, flames will consume all. The sinners will burn, but the righteous will bathe in it like warm milk. Fire is the love of our K.
These fire worshippers are zealous. I wonder what other rites they use to glorify their flaming deity. The door won't budge.
Extra, extra. All the news.
The door won't budge. matter how much of this I chug down, the vision... Crew of the Cyclops. Never again, they say. Door won't budge.
Hey you! No loitering. Only workers are permitted on the premises.
I could use some supplies. If you can spare them, that is.
Here. Take some medicine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm looking for work. I heard you might have a job.
Sure. There's a sack of potatoes in the basement of the manor. Go get it. Bring it here, okay?
Got it.
Get a move on then.
You're handing out supplies for free. That seems awful charitable.
Mr. Carpenter is a pillar of our community, generously donating half of our supplies to the people of Oakmont in their time of need.
Bye.
Don't you have work to do?
So, where are the potatoes?
Not so fast, newcomer. You ain't going upstairs unless the boss calls for you, and I don't see that happening.
Don't you have work to do?
Yesterday, we're beating up newcomers. Today, we're hiring them. So what's gonna happen tomorrow? Okay, I'd kill for a good fight.
So, where are the potatoes?
Ah, please, friend. Don't take away my food.
Your food? This is stolen. This sack was meant to go to the hungry.
We are the hungry, mister. Me and my family. I have 5 children to feed and nothing to feed them with. Oh, look, we'll starve to death without it. Have a heart.
Don't worry, I get it. Look, hang on to the sack for now. I'll try to work something out for you, okay?
Oh, thank you, mister.
Just don't go anywhere. There's a minor issue.
What? What issue?
Well, the sack was stolen by one of your workers. I tracked him down so he's not going anywhere, but I'm trying to decide what to do with him.
Damn thieves. Man, take them.
I'm sure your boss would want to know about it, but I can see you're pretty busy. Tell you what, I'll go talk to him for you.
You're right. I'm needed here. Vera, go see Mr. Graham Carpenter and report the incident. He's upstairs. Don't you have work to do?
Goodbye. Yeah, you don't get these for staying in your foxhole. Yeah, you don't get these for staying in your foxhole. Huh. Now, weren't you the one who called Robert an ape lover, Brutus? This has been empty for years. Seems someone believes eternal life comes in. Brutus Carpenter, I presume.
Yes, that's right. Did you bring me something to eat? I'm very hungry.
No, sorry.
Ah, well, move on then.
Bye. Paris, December 1918. I've seen this face before.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah, you don't get these for staying in your foxhole. Mr. Carpenter?
Yes, Graham Carpenter. How can I help?
One of your workers is a thief. Stole a sack of potatoes.
Oh. I do hope my people haven't taken it into their own hands.
Not yet. Is there a way to solve this peacefully? The guy has a hungry family. That's why he stole.
I won't punish a man for trying to feed his family. Why didn't he simply ask me for more food? Tell him he can keep what he stole. If he needs more, let him come back. It may be that he'll need medicine, too. Can you give him this? It's not much, but it'll help.
No offense, but why such generosity all of a sudden? I mean, this distribution of supplies.
I hope to set an example for the other influential families of Oakmont. Together we can make our city a better place. Besides, after the incident with the poisoned fish, people were left with nothing to eat. I had to take action to prevent starvation.
Thank you. I thought Brutus was the head of the Carpenter family. Something changed?
Oh, no, not at all. My father's still in charge. I've simply taken on some of his responsibilities. He's past his prime and needs more rest.
The mask. Why do you wear it?
A war wound. I prefer not to discuss it if you don't mind.
Goodbye.
Something wrong.
Don't you have work to do?
Me again. You can relax.
Oh, bless you, sir.
Look, I talked to Carpenter about your situation. He said to come...
Really? I didn't know Mr. Carpenter...
You said the Carpenters have changed. What were they like before? Hey, you can shoot straight with me. It's all right. We'll keep it between us.
Worse. A lot worse. Criminals and murderers. Rumors are their boss, Brutus, defiled several women and got away scot-free. Terrible. People called them a grand family. Their word is law in Oakmont, along with the Throgmortons and Blackwoods. Tread carefully with them.
Hey, listen. I've got a surprise for you.
A surprise? Okay. What is it?
Carpenter asked me to wish you good health.
Oh? I pray that Kay grants me one more day.
What's your problem?
Something I can help you with, sir? Something I can help you with, sir?
Stuff in up on. All on sale. Today only.
Extra. All the news is fixed.
Something's chewed this one up real bad. Ah, now that's a familiar smell. Like year-dead skunk. Ah, this is in good shape and ready to use. Something's chewed this one up real bad.
The stars are aligned, and a new turn of the cycle begins. The time has come to return to the mother's womb, and we shall be reborn, brothers and sisters. Make sure you get every scrap. We don't want anyone reading these while we're down there. Take them to the crematorium. We'll destroy them before we dive.
Don't wait. I'll catch up to you.
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
The stars are aligned, and a new turn of the cycle begins. The time has come to return to the... Make sure you get every scrap. We don't want anyone reading these while we're down there. Take them to the crematorium. We'll just...
Don't wait. I'll catch up to you.
A group of fanatics based in the Redemption Church got rid of several bodies, took all the documents they could, and dived.
Why are you here? You look like a fresh wound.
Yeah, well, you're no oil painting yourself, fella.
Imbecile. Strike us down and many more will rise, fresh from the fecund mother's womb, slick, naked, yet burgeoning with strength. Our eyes infest this city, our hands too. We fill young Graham with our words, and soon he will be hollow.
What was that about young Graham?
His house is divided. It cannot stand. The young will succeed the old, as new shoots rise from decay. Our growth shall choke the sun. The veins we open will seed crimson blossoms. The fecund mother grants new life. You should have stayed above.
right? Pricey.
What you making, kid? What you making, kid? Got anything to eat? I'm hungry.
Ah, now that's a familiar smell. Like your dead skunk.